Hi guys, this is the Gamer Untamed, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Mass Effect 3 Leviathan DLC. So, the Leviathan DLC was released, I believe, last week in Australia, and I've gotten the chance to play it, and I'm going to review it in a spoiler part and non-spoiler part, but the other way around. So the non-spoiler part is going to come first. But I have to say that it's going to be a little bit short because a lot of this DLC is about the storyline, and it's a huge part, and if I'm to do a non-spoiler part of this video, then I can't talk about it as much as I want to. So let's get started. So what is the Leviathan DLC about? Basically, it is giving you extra information about the Reapers, but in a very interesting and intricate way. It's doing this. I have to say that first, it's a really captivating storyline, and it's extremely interesting, and to a point, it's also really creepy, which is really interesting way for Mass Effect to go, because it's never been a creepy game. It's been weird, but it hasn't been creepy. It's also telling you about how the Reapers came to be, and where they came from. But I'm not going to go into that now because this is the non-spoiler part of the video. Okay. This does not, as much as I really wanted it to, does not impact the ending at all. The only thing it does is give you an extra dialogue option when you speak to the Catalyst, the Godchild. That's all it really does. And I would have really loved it to change the way the ending went, that there could be maybe another option and got rid of that stupid option about doing nothing. That was dumb. Because what this DLC is about would be a really good ending to see what would happen. It'd be interesting and really... I'm saying interesting a lot because that's the best word I can come up with right now. So yeah. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of this DLC. Sorry, I've just eaten something. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'm going to start with the cons and then go down to the pros. Right off the bat, this really ticked me off. I completed this game. No. This game is worth 800 BioWare points. 800. And that's 20 Australian dollars. Not 10, 20. I would have been happy with $10. And this game is pretty much 2 hours. But I completed it in 1.5 hours. For $20, I get an hour and a half of gameplay and extra scenes. Frustrating me to hell, because I would have expected, in my opinion, $20 to get me 2+ hours of gameplay. It didn't even reach 2 hours in my head. I got everything that was there in this, did everything, and I still get an hour and a half of gameplay. That leads me on to my second point. It goes too quickly. Everything you do, even the stupid, the actual battles that you have with the creatures, the Reaper creatures, they go so quickly. I can seriously run through them to complete them. That's all I can do. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't have to kill anything because it wasn't necessary. They just went too fast for me. Like, you had to just keep running, and there was barely anything to collect on the way. So that was ridiculous, completely annoying. Worst part of this DLC. Worst thing Mass Effect has done for their first DLC. Apart from Ashes. Okay, I completely just failed talking there. That was a complete boo-boo. Now on to the pros. right from the start, this DLC was intense and very, very creepy and weird. And if you've played it, you will totally understand, and when I explain it later on in this video, you will also understand, trust me. The graphics, in my opinion, have actually improved because of some of the characters. The detail that has been put into the characters' faces and some of the new locations is actually really beautiful, and that it leads me on to my next point, is that you visit some truly beautiful locations. Even though they may be sort of more of the same, they're really graphically they're really beautiful and really interesting places to fight. Sorry, close enough. This means the same thing. Check it up on the thesaurus, whatever. So I don't really have many pros and cons for this because I will talk a bit about it more later. But now, is it worth your $20? Time-wise, no, it definitely isn't worth your $20 if you're just going to play this. If you're wanting a good length DLC, you are not going to get a good length DLC. Content-wise, yes, this game is this DLC is packed full of content, which you really... I keep playing with my hair. Stop! It's pissing me off. Interesting. The dialogue is really good, and actually, there's a little variation, very slightly, if you take your love interest on the very last mission in this DLC, and you do get more than one mission, so that's pretty good.